Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. I'm Real Crafty and today I wanted to talk about the new security breach teaser trailer thing. It's not a teaser, but I suppose it is a teaser, but it's not a trailer. But people have called it a trailer, but it's not a trailer. But yeah, I wanted to come back as promised last weekend and give you my thoughts and opinions and some of the theories that I've come up with for the new game since the first teaser for it was released Christmas 2019, way back when. Way back. So yeah, let's talk about that. Helping me with today's video is one of my online followers on TikTok and basically every other social media platform I have. On some platforms she's known as Withered Foxy, on others she's known as Foxy for Life. Please check her out, she's helping me with today's video. I asked for her permission to use the top 10 things you may have missed in FNAF security breach video, and she has agreed to let me use that to kind of help me process things that I want to say and the things that I want to talk about throughout this video. So yeah, I will link the video and obviously her channel along with it in the description. Before we actually get into Foxy's video, what I want to talk about is the fact that when I said Vanessa is Gregory's mother, people still think I'm crazy. I agree, I am crazy. However, when the first video came out, I kind of got this feeling that, in a sense, Vanessa, or Vanny, sorry, was trying to comfort. Obviously, she was trying to comfort Gregory, but the fact that she was avidly trying to apologise to him and still get to him made me think that there was a bit more than just the murderer. Now, the fact that people think Vanny and Vanessa are the same person, obviously everybody's going to think that because Vanny and Vanessa sound fairly similar, makes me think in a way the glitch or glitch trap is sort of brainwashing her. But the fact that Vanessa is still a security guard at this establishment and still avidly trying to protect everyone makes me think that she doesn't actually remember being Vanny. So if it is her, as soon as something happens, she gets in the suit, she doesn't remember a thing. Which would explain why Vanny is trying to care for Gregory and look after him. Not really look after him but the way that it kind of speaks to him and would make him emotional about it. And also why Vanessa probably wouldn't think that he was running away from her, if that makes sense. None of this will make sense. I'm just trying to spew out what my thought process was in that time. Also, when the two vinyl figures were released, the Gregory and Glam Freddy and the Vanny and Vanessa one, everyone was like, oh no, look, it's two separate people, it can't be the same. That doesn't mean it's two separate people. I think it's two separate mindsets, but I do still think it's the same person. Hence the very similar names, and the fact that in the second trailer she said it's time to take you home and put you back to bed. So now that I've got that point out of the way, I kind of want to go through Foxy's videos, see the 10 things that Foxy is trying to show us, and then get through everything else. Basically what I'll do is I'll show one point, share some things that I made me think about it, and then move on to the next one, talk about some things I think about it, so on and so on. Let's do that. As we can see in the scene here, and as a lot of people have noticed when they were trying to pick apart the trailer, is the elf chips sign in front of the Mexican stand or whatever kind of like food stand or drink stand or whatever else it is, like the counter, it does say El Chip. Now, the going, I don't want to say it's a rumour, but the going thing is that the Five Nights at Freddy's VR game was supposed to be the be all and end all for the whole timeline within that like universe. But if that were the case, why would El Chip from FNAF 6 and Ultimate Custard Night be brought back into the new games? Honestly, he has the sombrero, doesn't he? So it's always had like this Mexican theming around him. But why would they bring him back? What's his importance? I understand that Chip was like one of the first games that Scott Parton made, and obviously when people got wind of that, they were like bringing him back, and so it was supposed to be at first in FNAF World, it was supposed to be like a little Easter egg to say, do you remember this character I made a while ago? I feel like El Chip is going to have some sort of a main role in this. I don't think it's going to be just some like hidden Easter egg. The fact that that was supposed to be the cut-off point and yet he's still being brought back, I think to make that just an Easter egg would be different for Scott, not something he would normally do. Like, I don't know how to explain that anymore. I think he's going to be some sort of main character, not the main character, because obviously we've got the Glam Rock 4, so you've got Glam Rock Freddy, Roxanne Wolf, Glam Rock Chica and Montgomery Gator. Then we've got the Sun and Moon Animatronics. That's also another point. Why is it that only Glam Rock Freddy and Glam Rock Chica exist? Is there going to be a Foxy and Bonnie? Or, because at the end of the day, if he was trying to like revamp the franchise as something new, Chica would have a different name. I don't think Freddy would have a different name because Freddy is like the main source throughout this entire thing. But I don't understand why Chica still has the same name. So it is still tied to Fazbear Entertainment. Is Glitch Trap trying to like revive, or is Vanessa trying to revive the old Fazbear Entertainment of Henry, Emily and William Afton kind of thing? Obviously we understand that Glitch Trap and Vanny are supposed to be maybe some sort of serial killer continuing on the work, but why would they keep Chica's name the same unless it was severely tied to the old franchise of Fazbear Entertainment with like the 1, 2 and 3 locations, the sister location, like all that thing. Here, this is what I was on about when I done the video last week with the different voice that sounded like an older woman. Who is she? There is, when I was doing a bit more looking into it, I kind of seen the theories and basic ideas for the Sun and Moon animatronics. Because at the end of the day, like, we've only really seen the Moon animatronic in the scene in the first trailer, and you didn't really get a good view because it was dark and not a lot of like lighting to kind of give us a shape, which is a shape or colour scheme. But when you look at the Sun and Moon animatronics, the Sun does kind of give me the vibe of an adult woman or an older woman, because Fanny obviously is an adult, but so I'm wondering if that voice belongs to the Sun animatronic, or whether we are going to have another kind of member of staff brainwashed, or if any of the other older characters are going to be brought into it. I highly doubt it, because like I said, I'm pretty sure the whole intention was to kind of keep this game in its own separate same universe but separate storyline, if that makes sense. Looking back, I now realise what Foxy's saying. It sounds like, it does sound like Wonderland, but if you listen closely, it could kind of sound like two separate women in that last laugh as well. Like it starts off as a giggle and then turns into a ha-ha kind of laugh. So if is that two separate, if that is two separate people, could it be Vanessa like slipping in and out of like the hypnosis, if that's what you want to call it, that I was saying in the beginning of the video? So here we have the Sun animatronic, like a full view of the body, and I maybe think that this older sounding woman's voice might belong to it. Then again, as I said before, it still might be Vanny's voice that's laughing, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that last line and that last laugh sounded like a different woman. But yeah, so here we have now a like semi what the moon looks like. We've not actually, to my knowledge, seen an official like design of what the moon looks like, and unfortunately this Sun animatronic preview is still like kind of pixelated, kind of blurry, kind of far away and hard to see. But I like this idea of it being like adult-like and not just really kiddified all the time. I think the Sun and Moon seem more like tween kind of age animatronics. Possibly not, possibly me just being completely out there and just Now, the thing Foxy was pointing to there, I will try and get a clip in the bottom of the screen here. It won't be very clear because that's like really hard even for me to see with the full video in front of my face. Is that right? You can see it changing between silhouettes. Definitely Glamrock Freddy. I can't quite tell if the other one is one of the other Glamrocks or if it's a one we haven't seen yet. Because to me it had like a purplish glow around it. Although Chica's got quite big hair in this one, doesn't she? So it could be Chica. But I'm wondering if it's someone we haven't seen yet. Okay, this point isn't something like to go off of like a full theory on. I mean, first of all, why is there just ice cream sat on the counter if there's no actual customers there? If it's supposed to be closed and like we're security guard on the night time, if that is what the game is going to be, why is there just ice cream sat on the counter? It's not as if the robots can eat it. So I'm wondering the fact that it looks like we're in all the mechanics of it all, like it looks like some sort of basement, or it looks like we're like in the walls with all the ventilation systems and all the lighting systems. So I'm wondering if the L is pointing to like a lights room that controls like maybe the stage lights. Because obviously if it was an L for left or right, it's on the wrong side. But I highly doubt that that's what it is. So I'm wondering if there's some sort of room that way, or maybe it's like a secret room. But yeah, I'm wondering if there's maybe like, if there's supposed to be like signposts throughout like the whole mechanical system where we're working, just to kind of make sure we don't get lost, because this looks like a giant establishment, like a really big place to work. So obviously when you're new to the establishment, when you don't know it that well, you're gonna get lost. so I'm wondering if that's supposed to just be some like a signage system for all the new employees. This point here, I don't have a lot to go off of. I can't really see it. There are probably many other like theorists and FNAF fans out there who have tried to decipher what's on this board. I can't see it. It's personally not something I want to try and get into, especially in this video. I might get onto it later. I might even play the game, depending on what happens. We'll see. Foxy, that robot's not hidden. I think that's just behind the counter serving. Foxy, again, I don't know what you're trying to point out with this. It's a shiny floor. It's tile. That's typically when it's being cleaned on a regular basis. That's what a tile does. It reflects. I'm sorry. Let's move on to the next point.
Gregory, it's getting late. Let's get you home. And put you in bed. I see.
Yeah, I don't get how is it intended to sound different? Is it supposed to be two separate people? And so there you have it. We've reached the end of Foxy's video. Thank you, Foxy, for allowing me to use this video to kind of have some talking points throughout this video. If you have any other video suggestions for me, please leave them down in the comments below. I try to read all my comments. I may not respond, but I try to read them all. If you would like any more thought videos, or if you would like me to look at anything else or react to anything else that I might not have seen yet, please let me know. I have all the other social medias that I use down in the description. I understand that I'm not that popular and there may not be a lot of comments. I am doing so many things at once, so if you don't get a response, please don't take offense. I'm not trying to be rude most of the time. Sometimes if I don't like your comment, I am being rude because you were rude first. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you kind of like this video. I know it's going to look a bit rushed, but what can you do? The FNAF AR video, I wanted out this weekend and I wanted it out last weekend. I'm just struggling to get this audio problem fixed. Hopefully it'll be fixed for next weekend. And we'll just see what happens. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next video. Goodbye.